Welcome back to Politricks Watch. This is Sir P. Now today I'm going to talk about the incredibly tragic story coming out of St. Elizabeth of a little girl by the name of Monique Brown. It is being reported that her father went out fishing, right? I don't know if that's his job or it's his hobby, right? Not sure, but he came back, right? He had the fish gun. Her 14-year-old brother take it up. Him did play around with it or whatever, right? Of course, I didn't went into any details, but the 14-year-old boy had the fish gun. It went off and hit 9-year-old Monique Brown in her back. She lost her life almost instantly. Now, when the story was first sent to me, I saw the video, which is on loop now, of a man, I'm not sure if that's the father, but a man is carrying the little girl in the back of one police car. There were women around screaming, right? The community seems to be in total shock and disbelief, which is natural considering the circumstances of what happened to little Monique Brown. So when things like this happen, it's natural for people to start playing the hindsight game. Well, he should have done that, he shouldn't have done that. Why did they do this? Why never do that? Listen, I'm going to make this clear to people. There is nothing that anybody can say to make that father or the 14-year-old boy feel any worse than they already feel. That man left his house that day, went out to fish, came back, put on him fish gun. He probably did that 100, 200, 300 times before and nothing never happened. See, it's easy for people to say, well, why am I left it around Pitney? Well, a 14-year-old is not exactly a Pitney, right? And again, we don't know the circumstances, if him just left it around or if the youth go look feed. People, listen, the hindsight game can go on forever. But there is nothing, no words anybody can say to make that man feel any worse. Even if he did everything he should have, even if he need to hang up the fish gun upon the tallest tree in a St. Elizabeth, and the youth climb the tree and go feed, and then use it and accidentally shoot the little girl, it still wouldn't make that father feel any better. The devastation that man will have to face for the rest of his life, well, as I said, can't be measured. And even the 14-year-old boy, even though he was the one who had the fish gun and it went off, again, that will haunt him for the rest of his life. There is simply no way he will ever forget that. Remember, the little girl, Monique Brown, that was his sister, right? So a flesh and blood we're talking about. Now, the easy thing to do is say, well, him shouldn't do this and why him never on, people like to do the whole modern warfare, Call of Duty, fake tactical sergeant major nonsense online. But when I look at this case, when I hear the details, when people from the area link me and them tell me what go on, because I always like to hear if a certain thing actually go, or it's being reporting in the news, and the people that say the same thing. Accident, the youth are full on with the fish gun and then go off. Let me say this right now. For those of you who don't know, even in the army, and I'm not talking about JDF, I'm talking about any army, anywhere going in the world, whether it's the US Army, British Army, Canadian Army, whether it's the Israelis, no matter where you go in the world, there is something called blue on blue. Trained soldiers, experienced soldiers sometimes, men who've seen all kind of things and done all kind of things, go on the battlefield, go on operations, and shoot each other by accident. This happens to people who are well trained. Matter of fact, there's even a thing called ND, negligent discharge. It can happen when somebody a clean them weapon, didn't do their drills properly, right, round go off, hit somebody, dead. It can be man go up an operation, come back, right, them a clear them weapon, something go wrong, didn't do their drills properly, round go off, somebody dead. It happens. When blue on blue happen in the military, when it happens in the police, it's usually hush hush. You see, if that can happen to men who are highly trained, men who are experienced, then a 14-year-old boy can make a mistake. A matter of fact, people who actually do spearfishing and everything there, for them hobby or doing it for them, that's how they make them money, that's their actual job, they will tell you. Even experienced fishermen make mistake and make spear gun go off. And it's just so happened that 99% of the time it no fly going on the body. But it happens. You see, especially the homemade one them. You see the one them where the real hardcore rural fishermen them sit down and make. They are the ready make one them where you can buy. But no fisherman like to make them own a fish gun. You see them one there? When them get the thick rubber, right, and draw it all the way back and then hook it, and that's under tension. You see, if that ever release, you better hope you're not in front of it. So, instead of beating the father or the 14-year-old, let's use this opportunity to possibly save another Monique Brown. The man them who have things like this, and this does not apply to spear gun, but any kind of weapon, please secure them properly. Right? I understand to young people, right, children, teenagers, them fast, them inquisitive, right? They put something somewhere, you tell them they're going nowhere near it, and as they turn their back, them gonna fool you on it. Listen, people, I'm gonna give one piece of advice. This advice, I know it might sound spooky, but just listen to what I'm going to say right now. If something like this was to ever happen, if you see, right, a spear gun go off and it end up in somebody, do not pull out the spear. Let me say that again. If a spear gun go off and fly in somebody, do not pull out the spear. On your screen, you see the spear gun up at the top. That's the spear itself. The part with the little hook, that's the spear. That's what's supposed to go in the fish. Don't pull it out. I know it's human nature. I know if you see something flying at somebody, right, the first thing come to your mind is to draw it out. But I'm telling you, you'll be doing more harm than good. Because if the spear gun going at somebody, how it look on the screen, and just stop, if you can get that person to the hospital and make the doctor them deal with it, they have a better chance than living. But you see, if you pull it out, on the way back, look at the design of the spear. On the way back, you are cutting through all kind of organs, all kind of arteries. More damage. Just leave it alone. I know, listen, I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But if we're talking about saving lives, that's the best thing to do. Leave the spear gun inside the person and rush them to the hospital. The reason I mention this is because when I was looking at the video of the little girl, when the man carried her at the back of the police van, the spear was not in the child. That means that it already come out. And by then you can already see that it looked like our body was lifeless. Pulling the spear back out, everything inside her cut up. Right. Even if the spear doesn't have a hook as exaggerated as this one, any kind of pulling back motion, right, after something penetrate like that, trust me people, it increases the chance of somebody losing their life. And you know what? If the father, who is probably somebody who have experience, he probably know that, right? And the people around him probably know that. But guess what? In the heat of the moment, right, seeing a child, especially your child, with a spear stuck in him, human nature is to take it out, as that is your first instincts, right? So it's a case where, again, something happen, people start to panic, people want help, and sometimes they end up make the situation worse, right? But as I say, in those situations, you can't exactly beat people over the head, right? Because it's not like everybody walking around is an EMT, or everybody walking around is trained in first aid. And even if people did have that training, it's one thing we sit down in our classroom and play around with a mannequin, right, and pump a mannequin chest and say, oh, if this happen, this is what I do. Let me tell you something. When actual danger come around, when actual disaster strike, most people forget everything they learn in a training. Most, right? Especially when you talk about first aid and everything. They actually seeing somebody who is panicking, right? They're taking deep breaths, right? If they might bawl out and they might scream, now you have knives in their ears, all kind of pressure come down upon you. It's very difficult to ask a regular civilian to pull out the stops and save the day, right? In those scenarios, even trained individuals sometimes fail, right? That's why sometimes when you see people have car accident, a lot of the damage that is done to people in car accidents are not even in the accident itself. It's the moving of the person from the wreck to another car for go hospital. When people take people to a crash car for go hospital, enough damage get done to them. Neck snap, all kind of thing, because people just a drag and a pull and them now realize say a neck or a spine and those things, they're very fragile. But because people just want to take you out of the car, right, they might grab you, they might pull you, anything they can get, just a pull, not realizing the person, actually, if the person was supposed to go to the hospital, how them stay right now, they might probably just get a broke foot. But by the time the crowd try draw them and haul them and pull them out and literally dash them in the back of one next car, them have all kind of spinal injury and thing. People, it's complicated, it's tricky, it's tragic. As me say, there's nothing what nobody can say to this father and his son to make them feel any worse. I just hope we can take some learnings from this and maybe prevent future cases like this going off. Real sad situation. Just have to say condolence to the family and rest in peace to the young Monique Brown. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. PIA, you don't know. More life. Bless.